Right, so I wanted to include my wife's opinion because the whole argument that it's just sexist men, that women don't have a problem with this, that the men have something against strong female characters. So tell them your perspective of the whole episode, how you feel about each little beat and all that, all the scenes, how you feel about it overall.
You just hit me almost in the face like multiple times.
Oh no, it's because we sat so close together. So,
Can you pause it, please?
First scene. What did you think of the first scene where it introduces her? She's doing her own lawyer bit, and she's prepping for court, the trial. And then she goes into talking to the camera once the other woman's left the room, breaking the fourth wall, telling the audience how she became a Hulk.
It was very Deadpool-like, and
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's what they were trying to go the female version of Deadpool, but so when the alien spaceship comes down and she gets into a car accident, technically that is making fun of women, calling us bad drivers. That is a thing.
Well, I think the whole scene was just
But I don't think anybody would have freaked out to the extent of going off a cliff.
Well, it is an alien spaceship.
Yeah, but why didn't she just break and not just be like, oh my god, and freak out over an alien spaceship? Like, I mean, she's with her cousin.
Because
Shouldn't she be used to just random stuff happening?
No, she's never around him when random stuff happens.
But she knows who he is, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, she knows who he is. That he can change
Why did she just crash her car over an alien spaceship? And also, that is the most randomest thing on the face of the planet.
Alien spaceship.
Because why would it be an alien spaceship?
Because they want to set up another project that's the alien spaceship from the planet he escaped in Thor Ragnarok.
But if that was the case, they didn't even go after him. The alien spaceship just showed up and then disappeared.
It just showed up.
Disappeared.
They wreck over a cliff and he's out on the ground, but they don't
bother.
That
was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just
there's no
random
point in that beginning except for them trying to set up a plot that made no sense and was thrown together because, oh my god, my blood spilled into your cut on your arm. Like, that just does not happen.
What else?
That's not. It was ridiculous. The cut. And, I'm just all of a sudden. And also, they wouldn't look like that after a car accident that severe. They would be way more banged up. Like, she just, falls out of the car and, oh no, I'm falling out of this car. Oh my god, I lost my shoes. That to set up to when she got to that bar, those people started giving her free clothes. They gave her some shoes. They gave her a jacket, which I don't know why they'd give her a jacket. Was it cold outside? It didn't look cold to me. Also, weren't they supposed to be going to Mexico or
so a lot of people
somewhere?
On the internet are saying that's so true to the female experience. That going into the bathroom,
that does not happen.
Yeah.
In a bathroom, I don't know where or what planet that is or what country. Or maybe that's just a.
Well, Jessica Gal said, that if you go out to the club, that this kind of stuff happens in the bathroom.
No,
I want to fight
I've been
so
into
hard
plenty of female women bathrooms at bars, and that's.
Women give each other dirty looks. Like if you're there standing like that, you're likely to get a dirty look.
You barely even talk to other girls that you're not there with.
Yeah. What bothered me is that
they might say something slightly to you, maybe, but if
giving you clothes off their backs,
they don't give you clothes off their backs. Maybe they'll let you
might
borrow the
cover
cell
up
phone.
A bruise on your face if you have bruises on your face, they might help you cover.
To me, it looked like they were trying to kidnap her to take to their pimps, because that's what it looked like. They looked like they were about to pimp this lady out. That's honestly what that looked like to me. And in any case scenario that something like that would happen, I would be afraid for my life that these people were about to kidnap me and pimp me out. And also, honestly, I thought that's what they were setting it up to be. That they were going to try to kidnap her and pimp her out, and she was going to turn into Hulk then and beat them up.
But no, they just...
That's how I thought they were setting it up. But then they were like, no, oh, here's my phone. And they call, and then she's outside waiting. And they made her look all nice and pretty. Like, oh, if someone wasn't nice and pretty, no man would ever hit on you. Or, oh, God forbid you look good. A man's going to be like, oh, hey, baby, can I look? No, that's not, that...
It's exaggerations.
It's not how it works. If a man is drunk, also, those men did not seem drunk at all. Yeah, they were in a pact. And I know you were saying the other day is when men are in packs, they act like that.
Yeah. But they weren't drunk. I don't even think
they weren't even drunk.
I don't remember if they were coming out of the bar or into the bar.
Men don't act like that when they're going into the bar just because they see a hot girl on the street. No. Normally they're drunk and then they start acting like that. And they're like stumbling over on themselves and acting a fool. But you could even just be an not so attractive girl standing on the street. And that could happen.
Yeah.
Possibly. I don't know why they had to make her look all pretty and put makeup on her and stuff like it looked like they were trying to pimp her out.
Because they assumed that she was abused by... They jumped to the conclusion that she was abused by a man immediately. Like, who did this to you? It's not... You
but
possibly were in a car crash or anything like that. It's just...
Yeah, and
oh, man must have did this to you. That's what...
Yeah, and she didn't even really look like that. Like, when she got into the car crash, all of a sudden she was like... And she woke up on the side of the road and looked
That's
around
because she hulked down and tore up her clothes, but
yeah,
like I don't even think she would have.
Why did she look worse? Is my question. Because wouldn't she look better?
Well, honestly, I don't know how her suit holds up at any point when she hulks out. Because when Hulk hulks out, he's got nothing left but his shorts. Like when she hulks, how does she still have a tattered suit fully covering her? Like, she's
but
going
also
from,
it's just
I don't know.
After the car accident, like looking at her face and what she looked like, she didn't look as bad. Like she looked a lot more. Like she looked like she had bruises on her after being Hulk. She looked even worse after the car accident, after she hulked out, which makes no sense.
I don't know. When it comes to the comedy bits, you said you didn't find... The only thing you found funny was like...
Yeah, the air horn. The air horn was the only thing that's funny, but that's because that's like...
The show's supposed to be a sitcom.
That's stupid funny, though.
Like, where's the comedy?
That was the only thing that was comedy about it, was him messing with her.
Well, I said that I found it... Because I did find it amusing when they start fighting like toddlers over nothing. But it's like these grown-ups...
that was funny.
I just thought it was stupid, like stupid funny. Like
I didn't even find it stupid funny because I have kids. Just like y'all are being dumb.
It just reminds me of
because they're
toddlers.
Adults.
Yeah,
so
they're being toddlers.
Yeah, and destructive and like why are you breaking things?
Yeah, having some. I don't know. It just was dumb, and over there, a lot of people I've seen complain about the way that she talks to Hulk. Like, compares her problems, she's been mansplained to in her own area, her own
Men
expertise.
can be women's explained to.
And then she's been catcalled. She says that she knows how to control her anger better, infinitely better than Hulk.
But yet at the bar, she almost hulked out yet again because those men were trying to catcall her.
Stuff that you went through doesn't compare to me being catcalled and having men tell me stuff that I already know, but they're telling me it like I don't know it, like I'm an idiot. Like, everybody deals with that. It's not just women that deal with that.
Yes, and the whole... she's saying that because she's trying to put the woke influence into it about the whole women don't get paid as much in the workforce. Women get treated differently in the workforce. When she's a lawyer, and also was that the beginning or the end where that man was like trying to downplay her for after her speech? She was reading her speech to
Well, that was the very beginning
Was
where
that
that
the very
douchebag
beginning?
was. Yeah, he was trying
where he was mansplaining to her and trying to downplay her.
I could do it better.
Yeah, I could do it better because I'm a man, so I can do it better.
Yeah.
That happens, but like.
But it also happens.
Women do it too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Women do it too. I know because I work in a man field where I work at, and there's mostly just men doing the type of job that I do, and I'll try to womansplain to my coworkers all the time, and I try to act like I'm better than my male coworkers all the time. That's
sexism is a two-way street.
That's all. That goes both ways.
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
It doesn't matter
and
if you're a man or a female.
Sexism.
It's also who's been there longer.
Yeah, but it's also it's not. Yeah, it's not like it's always sexism because dudes will. This word mansplain, it doesn't even need to exist because dudes will do the same shit to other dudes. They'll explain to them something that they already know, like they don't know it.
Yeah, and then women try to explain to men something like they
and
don't
then
know
women
it.
will also try to explain to other women like they know something.
Yeah, like you don't know my life.
Yeah.
You don't know my life. I know my life better than you know my life.
It's not even sexism. It's just people. The way she talks to her Hulk. You said you didn't like that, like the way she talks to him.
No,
over the course of the whole show.
She's just trying to make herself sound so much better when he's been Hulk longer than her.
Yeah.
And to me, I just hate when people do that because I've done my job longer and then somebody else comes along and they're just like, oh, well, I can do it better than you. And I'm just like, no, I've been here longer. You can shut up now. And honestly, I was waiting for Hulk to just be like, no. But then they would go and say, oh, your blood's different. So it is easier and everything is different because your blood DNA is different, which, I mean, yes, she's a cousin.
If they had any goddamn sense in their brains at all, they wouldn't even have done it. Like, oh, your DNA is different. You have some magical fluke with your DNA. They would have done it. I was hit by a fucking gamma blast. You got some of my blood spilt into your open cut. Like, that's why it's different. It's not that you're a woman or your DNA is special.
Yeah, it's
the
because
dosage is different.
Yes. Yeah.
The long gamma blast burst.
Yeah, she doesn't have as much.
Yeah. Which also wouldn't explain how she could possibly be anywhere close to his power levels because gamma blast.
Versus blood being spilled in.
Yeah, a little bit of blood being spilled.
Yeah, like it's just a mix into her DNA. Like, and also, like after your blood makes a certain amount of platelets and those platelets die out, like to me, scientifically speaking, she could only be Hulk for a short period of time. They didn't explain things. They didn't explain things very well.
No.
The way they wanted to go and take this was very choppy. A lot of it just did not make sense. It was just slapped together and was like, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. This is how it is.
And after all the Hulk stuff, like over the course of the episode though, like the Hulk stuff with him, like you can see all the hints of where he's talking about a friend of his that's gone and all that.
Yeah,
like, all these people that are gone, not just Iron Man, like Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Black Widow, the lullaby that would calm him down. Like she's just like all that stuff is just like going in one ear and out the other. She does not care about any of it.
No, she doesn't.
It's not her.
Care about him
didn't
at
happen
all.
to her.
Yeah, she doesn't care about him.
The only reason she has
selfish.
a life is because these people died to bring everybody back.
Yeah, and she's just a self-centered person.
Yeah.
I don't even know why. It just doesn't even make any sense why he would even want to spend time with his cousin, because she's just a self-centered person.
Well, I could see why, because he doesn't have anybody left. All of his friends are pretty much dead.
Yeah.
But still.
She's so rude, though.
Also like to know what was going on with her. I wish they would. Hopefully they explain in the show. Was she disappeared? Or was she there in the 5 years that half the world was gone? That half the universe was gone?
Yeah.
Because she complains about so much about working so hard to become a lawyer. Were you snapped out of existence? Because you didn't seem to know anything about his bar that him and Tony built together. So you must have been snapped out of existence, right?
Yeah.
So you weren't there when the other half of the people were there, seeing how bad the world was in the absence of all the people that got erased in an instant. So they just don't elaborate on a lot because they want to run a 26-minute episode or something, and then like 5-7 minutes of
26 minutes isn't even enough time.
Not for something like that. That's why
not for the first episode. That first episode should be a lot longer and should explain more instead of just being slapped together. It was just
It was
sloppy.
slapped together.
It
Remember at the end,
sloppy.
the courtroom scene? The courtroom scene at the end?
Yes.
Miss Kool-Aid Man?
Oh, yeah.
And the atrocious editing.
Yes. Like, what was this villain, this supposed villain doing while her and her...
breaking through walls. And I read an article that you're not supposed to see her until episode 5. The girl that broke through the damn wall? You're not supposed to see her again until episode 5.
Well, she made no sense.
Well, she broke through the wall and then
she's...
I guess
She-Hulk.
Everybody's on pause in the background while She-Hulk talks to her friend. While Jennifer talks to her friend about becoming She-Hulk.
Yeah.
It's like everybody in the background's on pause.
It's like the whole thing just
pause,
cut
screaming.
to this scene. Like, but
also,
what's going on over
sure.
here? What's the villain doing? Like,
I'm not
she just
even
broke
sure
through a wall and was like, haha! Like,
you remember that desk she throws at that girl?
Yeah.
Where's that desk? I don't remember that desk even being... Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember that desk being on the floor in the room. I just remember...
Wasn't that where the person's supposed to take notes at?
What I'm saying is, after she got hit with the desk, it seemed like the desk was absent from the room. Like, when she comes back at She-Hulk. Because the way they cut around it, it's like the desk, disappeared from the room.
You're right, yeah. It literally made no sense at all. It was very cut.
Yeah, it was bad editing. So you don't think She-Hulk's likable?
No, she is... the show is sloppy.
Yeah, one of the biggest critiques, the feminism.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I just don't even like the type of feminism these days.
Because it's cheap in your face.
Yes, they're just trying to...
It's not
shove down your throat feminism when it doesn't even... You don't even need that.
Yeah.
It's a female lawyer. I mean, yes, there are female lawyers these days, but like... Woman empowerment, you can just base it off that. You don't need to shove it down people's throats.
Yeah.
You don't need to shove it down people's throats. You can just have it be natural without
I don't even understand who this level of feminism is supposed to resonate with, because it's not anything real. Like, it's just, men explain things to me. That is so awful.
In some people's minds, that is what the world is like. But to me, the people that see the world like that have never actually been out in the real world, or they go to places that I've never been to. Like, I mean, the biggest woke places in the world are California and New York.
Yeah, well, as far as wanting to give females a superhero,
You can give women a superhero.
To look up to or see as an icon.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was awesome.
They did a great job with Wonder Woman.
And most people, well, the first Wonder Woman movie, they did nothing in 1984 because that got sloppy in the narrative.
Because you don't have to make it extreme. You don't have to have it in your face. You can make it subtle and it be good.
Here's the problem with Marvel's approach. It's always men versus women and women do it better.
You don't need to do men versus women or women doing better. You can just make her better. Do better.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Do better.
It's not.
Don't make it a he versus she thing. Just do better. Just be better. Just be a better person. That's all literally it takes. Yeah, that man was being a jerk, and a lot of lawyers are like that. Like, it could have been another
lawyers
man.
Are typically snobs
lawyers
in the first
talking to another man lawyer. So yeah, that part was fine because that was what it normally happens. When both lawyers would be like, "I'm better." No, I'm better. Yeah, that worked. But that scene was good. Her doing her speech, it was good. That small little part was good. And then they went to shit with the rest of it. Because she was all like, I'm better than Hulk. Because I'm a female and all females are better. But why take it to that? Instead of just saying you're better, just be better.
Yeah. Like, you don't. First of all, you don't have to, come at him. He's the only person.
You don't have to come at anybody.
He's the only person in existence that has experience being the Hulk.
Yeah.
She is coming at him like she knows better or she doesn't need his advice. Wouldn't you want to know everything possible about what this big life-changing thing means for you so you don't mess up your life worse?
Exactly.
Like, he's the only one with experience in her existence. And it's her cousin, somebody she should be able to get along with, not come at sideways like, oh, you're just a man. You're just trying to mansplain to me. Like,
yeah, no.
It really felt like the lowest level of feminism in the most childish way.
It was
to
very
go about
childish. It was very childish.
I would have loved to see a just like a more buddy comedy between these two. Like, they're getting along, they're cracking jokes. Like, awesome. You got, great strong character for men. You got a great strong character for women. You got, and they're getting along. They're having a blast. Everybody's having a good time. That's where the comedy can come in instead of whatever the hell this was that was supposed to be funny and wasn't really funny because I didn't laugh once. I just smirked about how stupid and childish they were for starting to fight for no reason that was
and
for
I
no mature
reason.
Yeah, like everybody going on about the whole Steve Rogers a virgin thing or her pretending to be drunk talking about his ass. And
that wasn't funny at all.
For something that's supposed to be a comedy.
I didn't even know it was supposed to be a comedy.
No, I didn't. Apparently, according to some reviews, like her talking about her theory about Captain America being a virgin was the best joke.
The best joke was the air horn.
Yeah, that was the best joke. That was the best joke, the air horn. That was the only thing I really recognized as a joke.
Yeah. The kids are
okay, well, we'll just cut here and wrap it up.
Okay.
Okay.